Alright guys, I'm breaking the code here because of my recent OnlyFans research, and my Google feeds and my YouTube searches. I get ads like this. You want to date an OnlyFans creator? Nope, not me. But just a heads up for all the other guys, if your girl sees this in your feeds, just tell her you're doing research.
He's like, give me the keys. Like, apology or give me the keys.
Yeah.
She literally just goes, grabs it, comes out, all ears. And he like screams.
Did she like stab him?
She looks. It looks like she just grabs a knife and just cuts at him, and just boom
in the chest.
She hit him right here in the chest.
And that is the actual video of what actually happened. That 19-year-old girl stabbed that 21-year-old boy or guy in his chest, just like that cop described. She just sits there and screams, "Ah!" and stabs him. This is what y'all have to look forward to if your girl is an OnlyFans content creator. It used to be you could identify these women if they were actual stripper, but that is a hard line to cross, and I think it is so much easier for people to sign up to OnlyFans. Reveals the same things.
Hello.
Hi.
We got a call for a noise complaint, and we can hear you guys talking about blood, so we're here.
I mean, blood is normal, but...
Okay, we just need to check on everybody because it's all over.
Typical response. I'm telling you, if I ever get a knock at the door and I open it and I'm surprised the police there and they're telling me that I was talking about blood, I'm gonna be like, blood's a normal thing. Nothing about the police like, why are you listening to my damn door? Not to mention that you live in an apartment building. I'm sure the neighbors called the police saying that somebody's downstairs screaming, why the hell did you stab me?
Your pants.
I mean, yeah, but...
Okay, who else is here with you?
My ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
We were in an argument, we were drunk, we were drinking, so...
Okay, what was the argument about?
Not that I can mostly remember most of it, but most of it was more that he was looking at more like other females' ass. It wasn't nothing too big, but...
It normally does come down to another female's ass, but the question I want to know is, why is a 19-year-old drinking? Her boyfriend's 21. He should be charged with, and they're at a bar. How the hell is she buying a drink at a bar? And she clearly knows she stabbed her boyfriend. She assaulted him with a deadly weapon, and like she points out later that they had been on an argument before where they might have pushed each other, got the police called. She was the one that was arrested, which means she was the aggressor. He didn't press charges and they let it go. But now she had stabbed him with a fucking knife, and she's still trying to clarify, since we were in an argument, one of us had to be arrested. Like it's justified. One of us has to be arrested. And again, I just want to bring up, she had already been in an argument with him where she'd been arrested before. Now she has literally stabbed him.
Obviously targeted something big, but...
Okay, so how do you get the cuts on him?
I actually don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
I don't believe it.
I don't.
You don't?
No, I'm trying to fix it at the moment. It's just so baffled that I'm trying to fix it rather than be too more worried about it.
Right. Well, it's obviously fresh, so how do you not remember something that fresh?
I'm just so baffled that it's like, that I did it.
Did what?
It wasn't something that I cut him in a way that
With
he
what,
was going to
though?
bleed like that. I think it was a knife. I'm pretty sure.
Well, you don't have a knife in your hand.
It wasn't in my hand, it was just right there, so I was just like, okay, stop, stop.
What were you doing with the knife, though?
I'm sorry. No, it was right there, on the counter.
Right. Okay. So
And I
did you
was just
pick it up and... Alright, fire department's coming. What's going on?
Just arguing.
Where's the knife now?
And it's obviously not okay because we turned it into
So right now,
I
Because
know.
there's a knife involved. You're on handcuffs.
I know.
Are you injured at all?
No, not that I know of.
Okay, what do you mean not that you know of?
I am drunk. I am intoxicated.
And all the single guys out there know, I recently had a female over, and she pointed out that I had plastic knives, you know, the type you can throw away. And I just played it off like I don't wash dishes. But the truth is, I'm not going to have any deadly weapons in my house that you can attack me with.
I don't know, but I don't know.
Okay. You can lean against the wall.
Against
Okay.
the wall, this one.
You can face me. What's going on with you guys right now?
Just arguing.
Why?
Because we were drunk at the bar and he wanted to look at some girl's ass. It was very unreasonable, and I know it's not going to fix it, but I know.
Alright, well, just because you're in handcuffs, I have to read you this.
I know.
Doesn't mean that anything's coming from it, but because you're... Okay, so what bar are we... What's your name?
On Stagaard.
Autumn. What bar were you guys at?
The one by the mall, it's like graffiti, like we were with another friend and he showed a picture and I was like, okay, is this not okay? And he was like, whatever, and I was just like, okay. And we just started continuing from there.
Okay, what do you mean he showed a picture? Like he was looking at something on Instagram or
Yes.
Facebook or something?
Yes.
Okay, what was it?
It was an ass.
Okay. And that upset you?
And I'm going to lean not to believe what she's saying here, that her boyfriend pointed out a ass to a friend that was at the bar. He might have, in a fashion where he didn't want her to see and she might have happened to. I don't think it was disrespectful. But like she points out, she held on to that. She didn't make a big deal out of it at the moment, but she would when they got alone. Manipulation.
And that upset you?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not reasonable, I understand, that's why I'm going to jail, like I know.
Okay, well, I'm...
And she's building this fantasy in her mind to tell her parents or whoever's going to bond her out later that it wasn't rational. But her boyfriend was talking about another girl's butt, and when you're a crazy OnlyFans content creator, you do cross the line and do crazy shit like actually stab somebody. Which, not to mention, I don't think a girl should drink, period. There are scientific proven things that say a man can deal with alcohol better than a
Right now I'm
woman.
just trying to get the story, but because there's a knife involved, for my safety and everybody else here, if there's a
I
knife
know.
involved and you
I
said
mean,
you
it's
have
not
a
my
knife,
apartment,
you
I
have
can go to my apartment, but I understand how the law works, so I can't just be let go, so I know.
Right. Well, not yet. We gotta figure it out. Because
Yeah,
I don't
I know.
know you guys. I wasn't here for the argument. I don't know what's going on.
I know.
Okay, so you guys are at the bar and you're arguing. What happened next?
I just moved on from there. I ignored it for a while. When we got home, it started turning more. She started talking more and like.
Here she's gonna buy into her own delusion that she was just gonna let it go, and it was this building and building, and she wasn't gonna let it go. But somehow the argument flips where this guy that she stabbed is saying, apologize to me or get the fuck out of here and give me my fucking key. Because this is how we're gonna react to you bitches that we're not married to, and you piss us off in our own goddamn house that we give you a key to come over and visit us in the morning and give us blowjobs. Yeah, when you piss us off, we want our goddamn motherfucking key back. You don't live here. The motherfucking game, this is my apartment. We're gonna move in together. God damn it, you're crossing the line. And you are fucking with fire. Just like you realize you stabbed this fucking dude.
Talking no more, so I was just like, okay. I started talking. We both started talking about it more, and it got more intense.
Okay. At what point did the knife...
And Miss Beef Curtains, OnlyFans content creator, how do you have a leg to stand on when you're selling actual beehole pics and pictures of your vagina and tits, and you're probably selling pictures of him fucking you and you sucking him off, and you're gonna brace shit because he's looking at another girl's butt? What hypocrisy! Fuck you! You bitch!
get involved? How did that start?
Actually very recently, to where he was just like, get away from me.
Okay.
Like, just get away from me. Because it wasn't, I mean, the knife got involved. Obviously, I'm going to go to jail. I'm going to get in trouble because it was an actual weapon. But when...
Yes, even pretty girls, as pretty as you might be, as pretty as this girl might be, they realize when they cross the line, yeah, if you actually stab somebody, you are going to go to jail. And I haven't even looked into how your case ended up. I bet you got 10 fucking years. I bet you did. We'll all find out real soon. How do you even think you're justified to stabbing him for telling you to get out of his fucking house?
It was going on, it was more like you're putting your arm around me to choke me, to make sure, like, he was asking for his key back, which we're moving in together anyway, so it's my apartment.
Okay.
We have emails proving that stuff.
Emails proving that is not an actual lease, and just because he gives you the key to come over here, you can give him a blowjob in the morning, just doesn't mean you live there. And I know what kind of ticket you were looking for. You're a 19-year-old selling fucking pussy pics on OnlyFans, and as attractive as you might be, you're not making a lot of money. That's why you still have an actual fucking job. And you thought you had it made moving in with this fucking dumbass fuck. It was okay with you selling pussy pictures. And I guess he really wasn't okay with it. Especially if he's commenting on other girls' asses in front of you. And when he got home that night, he wanted his motherfucking key and you out of his goddamn apartment.
But I didn't give him the key back, so he wanted to choke me to make sure he got the key back, which is not okay either way, but I know that I did more intense things.
Okay. Can you lift your head up? Just want to make sure. Do you have any injuries whatsoever?
I don't think so.
Okay, do you mind if I push your hair to the
No,
side?
go ahead.
Where's the knife at? It's in the drawer.
And she openly admits she doesn't think she has any injuries because she knows she doesn't. He didn't choke her. He might have pushed her towards the door. He might have put pressure on her to give his motherfucking key back to him because he didn't want her to come back in the middle of the night when he's sleeping and cut off his fucking dick. Like this crazy bitch obviously exhibited she's willing to cut somebody with a fucking knife. How absurd is that for a woman to do that? How many women are listening to this would think it would be okay to stab their boyfriend because he told them to get out of his fucking house? Here again, nobody's got no rights. Oh, here she's like, oh, he told me to get out of my house when I live here. I got emails to prove it. Bitch, you just also admitted to the cops you have your own goddamn apartment like 2 feet away, which we know you don't understand what distance means because you're a stupid bitch.
Okay, so you guys are arguing over the key,
Yes.
right? Okay, and you guys, presumably from what it sounds like, probably going through either just a fight or some sort of possible breakup. He wants his key back. And where does it go from there?
It just goes from there, like, more of like, okay, like, get out. I'm saying no, because
And she's saying no. And here again, like, why do you think you have a right to live here with him when he does not want you to be around? Yet you still think that you have a right to be in his apartment. Like, you don't like him talking about other girls' butts? Leave. No, you want to be there and tell him not to talk about other girls' butts. You want to be able to control him and tell him what to do. And when he's not going for it because you're selling yourself on OnlyFans, you're like, what? I've got power here. And he's like, no, you don't. Get the fuck out of here. And you're like, no. Clearly, you just showed us that. He said, get the fuck out of here. And what did you say? No, I've got emails. I've got a right to be here. And you don't even have no clothes there. You're not married. And why are men afraid to even date women now? God forbid you stay a weekend with a guy. My God. I'm not going for it. My girlfriend's like, why do you live at the Holiday Inn?
at that point, this is my apartment too. Like, I haven't signed the lease, but this is my apartment too, in my opinion. So I'm like, no, okay. And he's okay. Like this, you don't have a choice. Like he like tries to throw me out. He puts his arm.
In your opinion, this is your apartment too. You're not paying none of the bills. Why is it your apartment? Because he fucked you? Because he fucked you this Friday and it's Saturday night and you live here now? Because you got a key? Pretty girl, I'm telling. I break girls' hearts every other weekend. The cops are over here. I'm like, this bitch doesn't live here. And the cops already know this bitch doesn't live here because it's a new one. They're like, you weren't here last weekend. I'll give them my phone. I give the cops my phone. I tell them, come on in and look around. This shit doesn't have no clothes hanging in the closet. Tell her to get the fuck out of here. In her opinion, she lives here.
Come around me. He tries to throw me out, basically. It doesn't work out. I'm like, get away from me. I push him off of me. I kick him off of me. It doesn't work out. There's a knife on the table because I was making sandwiches earlier, like making cheese and everything.
More lies. She's gonna talk about she didn't throw the knife at him now when she just admitted that she did. And I was joking about the Holiday Inn. But they do point out that I got cameras in my house, even in my bedroom. And I tell them, you see that fucking camera? You know it's there. You can't say shit about it. There's a camera in my living room. There's a camera pointing down my hall. There's a camera on my front porch. There's a camera in my bedroom. Everything is recorded. Fuck you. You ain't gonna say shit. The camera's there. You know it's there. Fuck, you know you don't goddamn live here. We're watching movies. We're Netflix and chilling. You don't fucking live here. Don't play motherfucking games with me. People are afraid to date women. There's no way in hell I would marry nobody. I'm not sharing my shit with you. And if you got an OnlyFans, you cannot be trusted. Guys, do not trust any woman that's got an OnlyFans. Don't trust no stripper. Don't trust no promiscuous woman. Don't trust no drinking woman.
There's a knife on the table in the pan and everything. So I throw it at him. I didn't think it actually go in him. I just thought it was more of like a self-defense kind of thing, like just go get away, like I have it in my hand.
Okay, so you're in the kitchen by the pans.
And I carry ninja stars and nunchucks for the same thing. It's like a self-defense thing. When I start throwing them fucking ninja stars and I break out the nunchucks, you better head for the hills. I'm gonna nunchuck your head to hell and back. I'm gonna ninja star your eyes. It's for self-defense.
Where the knife's at? Where is he at this point?
He's in the same place and he walks back and he's like, okay, you cut me, like he's crying and everything.
I'm
he's
saying
like,
before that, where was he standing when you threw them?
And if I was a beta scent motherfucker like this 21-year-old that this bitch just stabbed me, I'd be backing up crying too. But now, after she stabbed me, the cops would not be having a conversation with this woman. If you goddamn stab me, we're at battle, and you are going to lose. I'm not Tom Cruise. I'm not 5'4". I'm 6 foot, 230 pounds, and I will crush any woman. I will crush any woman. No woman can stand up to me. I will crush you.
so I'm at,
If this is the kitchen, this is the island.
okay, so I'm at the point where the kitchen and the island is and everything. He's at the point where like, more of like the door.
To the bedroom?
No, not the bedroom, more like the door in the island. And he's like, give me my key. And he's like going at me.
Okay.
And I grabbed a knife and I'm like, no.
Did you
And
say anything when you threw it?
I didn't throw it.
You just told me you threw it. You said you threw
No,
it out and you didn't think it
I
safe.
didn't.
Now I already know better. When I'm at that point, I'm not going to ask for the key back. I'll just go in her fucking purse and take my key back, and she's going to be like, well, what are you doing? I'll be like, I'm getting my fucking key back. This is over. And then she's going to play that crying game and bullshit and whatever, and I already got the cops on the way. They're like, oh, we're going over to Aaron's again. I guess he's breaking up with a fucking whore. He found out the girl he was dating was a whore. And I said, you bitch, you're a whore. And she was like, no, I'm not, and I live here. Nope, I live here. You take care of me now. You've been inside of me, and you take care of me now. That's how it goes. You're inside me, you take care of me. End of it.
You're like making cheese and everything. There's a knife on the table in the pan and everything. So I throw it at him. I didn't think it actually go in him. I just thought it was more of like a self-defense kind of thing, like just go get away, like I have it in my hand.
Okay, so you're in the kitchen by the pans where the knife's at. Where is he at this point?
He's in the same place, and he walks back and he's like, okay, you cut me, like he's crying and everything.
I'm saying before that, where was he standing when you threw the knife?
So I'm at...
If this is the kitchen, this is the island.
Okay, so I'm at the point where the kitchen and the island is and everything. He's at the point where like, more of like the door.
To the bedroom?
No, not the bedroom, more like the door in the island. And he's like, give me my key. And he's like going at me.
Okay.
And I grabbed a knife and I'm like, no.
Did you say anything when you threw it?
I didn't throw it.
You just told me you threw it. You said you threw it out and you didn't think it's
No, I didn't throw it. I didn't throw it. I held it in my hand. I was just like, more like a self-defense thing. I was just like, no.
Okay.
So I didn't throw it, no.
What pictures you want to keep it?
Yeah, it needs to go with us. Should be one of the gray ones, I thought. One of the gray ones.
It's got fresh blood all over it.
Okay. Was it that knife or was it one of the gray ones?
I really don't know. The fact that it has fresh blood on it, it's probably that one. So.
Okay.
Yeah, driver's license.
Okay. So, what you told me just a second ago was the knife was sitting in the pan, he was by the door, and you threw it and you didn't think it would
No,
stick.
no, I didn't throw it. No, I didn't.
Okay, so you didn't throw it.
No, there's no throwing. He's close enough to me the entire time.
Okay.
Even afterwards, he's close enough to me. So.
Okay.
So I do that, and then like I like pick it up, and I'm like no, and then it goes like wherever it went, like in this area, and then I noticed that it that. So I'm just like, no, stop! Like I need to fix this. Like I need to fix this. I need to see what's going on. I need to know if I need to call the ambulance or if it's something different. So we're sitting here doing this whole time. And he's like telling me not to help, nothing, like not to even call the ambulance. I'm like, no, I need to know what's going on. But I realized.
How did the injury happen on his head?
The head injury was actually a lot earlier than that. It was more like he's choking me out, and I bit his head because he was choking me out at the same time. So
I mean, my God, the hits just keep coming with this bitch, right? She bit his fucking head. He was choking me, so I bit his head. Okay. You know, you sound like a real polite young lady. I would love to live with you. I would love to go down and have at the bar and have a couple drinks with you, and you just get teed off about something I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and then we come home and you flip teetotal shit on me. That sounds lovely. And on top of that, why don't you stab me in my fucking chest? Because I'm like, bitch, you're going crazy. I don't want you here no more. Later, she points out her family and friends are gone or whatever. She's here in Orlando, Florida. Bitch, you sound like a problem child from hell. This guy is lucky he lived.
They said at the time to get him off of me.
Walk me through how you bit the top of somebody's head if they're choking you out.
So he's choking me out, and he's not. Well, I mean, technically he is. Technically he's not. So he's choking me out, but he's on like below me, like right here.
Okay.
So he's holding me.
Okay.
And I went down and just bit so he'd get off of me.
Okay.
We don't really get physical arguments, but once he actually like got on me, I was just like, get off me. Like I like bit him, I pushed him, I kicked him, everything.
Okay. So just kind of going back, I want to make sure that I have everything clear. So you guys are at a bar arguing over him looking at a butt on Instagram.
We were actually arguing at the bar. At
But
the
that's
bar,
a spark.
At the bar, it was more of that was a spark. It wasn't actually more of a like scenery thing because I ignored it and I just didn't say anything.
Okay.
Because we were at the actual bar in public, so when we got home, it was more of a more intense thing.
So convoluted, I'm telling you. These OnlyFans girls sound like a real kick to hang out with. They sound really awesome, down to earth. Sound like they'd really be fun to hang out with at the bar and have a few drinks with, laughs. We'll laugh about butthole pictures and ex-boyfriends coming in their mouth. It just sounds fucking awesome. Who wouldn't want to date an OnlyFans content creator? Awesome. If only this could have happened like 20 years ago, man. I could have really been totally involved in all this. I could have been banging all these OnlyFans chicks, fucking fighting with them, stabbing me, running down the street naked. Man, I really missed out.
Okay, so how did it start when you guys got home? Like, what was said that sparked the argument? Like, what did you say that...
I don't really remember too well, but when we got home, I knew that I was just like, okay, so like you're gonna sit here and talk to me like it's normal and everything's normal. And
So the cop asked her, what really set you off? And she's like, I don't really know what it was. It was just like, he was just sitting here talking to me normal, and I was just like, oh, so you're gonna talk to me like everything is normal? So I guess what set her off was he was talking to her normal. I know how mind-blowing that is for men, but this is how it goes. We're like talking to our girl normal, and they flip shit on us, and we're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was looking at a girl's ass. We're in public. Girls' asses are walking everywhere. What the fuck? Am I supposed to start the stealing?